Well, they're back. The Eagles and Fleetwood Mac are set to headline a new concert series or a big festival, the East West Coast Classic Festival, going on in July of this year. That didn't take a long time, but then again, I'm not sure how long this has been in the works. It's the first show since we lost Glenn Frey in January 2016. There were talks that, Don Henley, kind of off the cuff, had said that Deacon Frey, who was Glenn's son, would possibly replace him for some shows, some festivals, some concert tours. But then there was the backlash. Then everyone went nuts saying, you can't have the Eagles without Glenn Frey. Well, you can. I mean, classic rock's filled with replacements and things like that. I know you're going to say you can't replace Glenn Frey. Well, everyone can be replaced. It's just not the same. So here's the thing. It's going to happen. Anyone who was a teen in 1977, growing up in the 70s in general, would know these two classic albums for these bands that were fighting it out on the charts. December 8th, 1976, it was Hotel California. And then on February 4th, 1977, Rumours came out. And all of 1977, remember the year, the summer of 77? That's practically all we heard. Almost everyone had these two albums. So it is fitting and quite appropriate that we have Fleetwood Mac. They're going to be on one night as far as we know, and the Eagles will be on. And they should join each other on stage. I'm sure Don Henley will get on with Fleetwood Mac. That should happen. That would be kind of cool considering how hefty these ticket prices for this festival will probably be. And remember, they have not announced all the acts yet. There will be a lot more acts. Just last October in Indio, California, we had that big festival, which, by the way, was very successful with Paul McCartney, the Stones. We had Roger Waters of Pink Floyd, and Neil Young was there, Bob Dylan. It did really well. So there's going to be a lot more of these festivals coming up. We know that for sure. Who will replace, or sit in, I should say, for Glenn Frey during this? I think it's a good bet that Deacon Frey, his son, will be there. I'm pretty sure they'll at least do that. And there are a lot of members of the Eagles family that were not necessarily official members of the Eagles, but were part of that family. J.D. Souther, who actually was on an album cover with them, Desperado. He may come in. I hope he does. He's an unsung hero and a good friend of the Eagles. There will be Jackson Browne, I'm sure. I'm guessing here. We don't know anything yet because nothing's been confirmed on who will be the Eagles. But Jackson Browne has sat in with him before. He was Glenn Frey's former roommate. He co-wrote their first hit, Take It Easy, from 1972. And then there's a good bet. I think, again, I'm on a limb, but Bob Seger, who in January just released a tribute song to his old friend, Glenn Frey. And it was Bob Seger who gave Frey his first big chance, singing on 1969's Ramblin' Gamblin' Man. He sang backup. So who knows? And who will be the official Eagles? Timothy B. Schmidt will be there for sure. Joe Walsh will be there. Don Henley. I hope Bernie Ledden is there. As far as we all know, Randy Meisner, who I chatted with a few years ago when he was in good health, will not be there because I don't think he could handle that. It would be the most amazing thing if Don Felder would be in the fold. Guys, just get along. You know what I mean? I just released a video the other day of former lead singer of Toto, Bobby Kimball, saying nice things about Steve Lukather, and everyone thought they were hating each other. But even Luke said, we're too old to be fighting anymore. Let's just, we're going to be, soon we'll all be gone. So we'll have more details real soon. I wouldn't be surprised if I do another video in a few hours when we get more details, but I couldn't hold off on this one. And I know a lot of you are disappointed, but I think it's a good idea. I don't want bands to die. If they can keep going and still sound great, and the Eagles sound great, not the same without Glenn Frey, but we'll see what happens. Leave us your comments. I know you're fired up about this one. And share our videos and subscribe to our channel. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music.